I did go away, Mom. I was miles and miles and miles away, writhing in agony in the pits of hell. And you were there. And you, and you, and you. You I've never seen before.
Hey, yeah, who are you? I saw you chasing Bart's ambulance.
Hutz is the name, Mr. Simpson. Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. Here's my card. It turns into a sponge when you put it in water.
Ooh, classy.
I'd like to talk to you about bringing legal action against the fiend who did this to your boy.
Well, the fiend who did this to my boy is my boss, and besides, the doctor says it's just a bump on the head and a broken toe, nothing serious.
Doctors. Doctors are idiots. There's no telling what kind of permanent injuries he might have. You might have to wait on him hand and foot for the rest of his natural life. That's the downside. Now, here's the good part. You can ching, cash in on this tragedy.
Wow.
Excuse me, Mr. Hutz. Are you a shyster?
How does a nice little girl like you know a big word like that?
Mr. Hutz, this is hardly the time or place to discuss this.
You're right. When you feel up to it, come over to my office and we'll talk about it. Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. What's that, a broken neck?
Ooh, Lionel Hutz.
Right in here, Mr. Simpson. Any calls, Della?
Calls? Oh, calls, yes. The Supreme Court called again. They need your help on some freedom thing.
Tell them to sit tight. I'll get back to them. This way, Mr. Simpson.
You sure have got some education, Mr. Hutz.
Yes, Harvard, Yale, MIT, Oxford, the Sorbonne, the Louvre. Oh, well. Mr. Simpson, the state bar forbids me from promising you a big cash settlement. But just between you and me, I promise you a big cash settlement. My fee is 50%.
50%?
You'll be getting more than just a lawyer, Mr. Simpson. You'll also be getting this exquisite faux pearl necklace, a $99 value, as our gift to you.
Well, I don't know. You and I might have different ideas about just how big a big cash settlement is.
$1 million?
Oh, I stand corrected. $1 million is A-okay.
Now we'll get a real doctor's opinion.
Bad news! Your son is a very sick boy. Just look at the x-rays. You see that dark spot there? Whiplash.
Whiplash? Oh, no.
And this smudge here that looks like my fingerprint? No, that's trauma.
Am I gonna die?
Yes, son. You're good.
Homer?
No, of course you're not going to die. Everything's fine.
Will I ever play baseball again?
No!
But I played baseball this morning.
That's right, he did. Excuse me, but Dr. Hibbert has been our family physician for years, and he thought Bart was fine.
No, Dr. Hibbert from Johns Hopkins Medical School.
With all due respect, Mrs. Simpson, you're not a doctor. The boy's not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. The only person in this room who even comes close is this man.
Stop! You're embarrassing me.
Doctor, are you sure there isn't a little soft tissue trauma in the facial area?
Oh, yeah. Tons of it. Just say when.
Now, let's pretend you're on the witness stand. How are you, Bart?
Fine.
Oh, fine. Isn't that nice? Bart says he's fine. Wrong! You're not fine! You're in constant pain!
I am in constant pain.
Dad, may I please make an observation?
Oh, what is it?
I think this is all a charade to make Bart look more injured than he really is.
Well, maybe Lisa does have a point. I don't mind you boys doing this in the living room, but in court, doesn't Bart have to tell the truth?
Yeah, but what is truth, if you follow me? Now, Bart, can you roll your eyes back in your head like this?
Oh, you mean like I'm dead? Yeah, sure.
The kid's a pro.
Proceed, Mr. Hutz.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Bart, I want you to tell the jury in your own words exactly what happened on the day of the accident.
Yes, sir. It was a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I was playing in my wholesome childlike way, little realizing that I was about to be struck down by the luxury car of death.
Defenseless child at 3 o'clock.
Look, Luckily, I was not killed that day. Although sometimes I wish I had been.
Oh, he's lying. Now that's believable testimony.
Now, Mr. Burns, would you please relate in your own words exactly what really happened on the day of the accident?
Certainly. Oh, it was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. I was driving to the orphanage to pass out toys. Suddenly, that incorrigible Simpson boy darted in front of me. Oh, yeah. Oh, please don't let me hit him. Oh, my goodness. Look what's happened.
Oh, it's not important, sir. Let's drive on.
Why, you despicable, cold-blooded monster. Regardless of what you think, we must summon help and comfort the dear boy until an ambulance arrives. No! Take me! I'm old! And that's what happened. What are you looking at me like that for? You believed his cock and bull story?
It's looking good, Mr. Simpson. It's looking very, very good.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
She sounded like she was taking that awful seriously.
Oh, the truth.
I'm confused. This court heard expert testimony from one Dr. Nick Riviera. What is your opinion of him? Mrs. Simpson?
I'm sorry, but my mother always said if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
Will that hold up in court?
No, I've tried it before.
I'm going to write a figure on this piece of paper. It's not quite as large as the last one, but I think you'll find it fair.
I think we should take it. It was a beautiful service, wasn't it, Mr. Simpson?
Who the hell are you?
Lionel Hutz, attorney at law. I'm the executor of Beatrice Simmons' estate. Mr. Simpson B. was a wealthy woman, and surprise, surprise, she left everything to you.
Really?
There is one catch. You must spend one night in a haunted house. Just kidding, just kidding. Here's a check for $106,000 to enjoy as you see fit. Oh, I'm touched.
$106,000?
Ta-ta, Mr. Simpson. By the way, old-timer, I do wills. Why don't I just give you this pen with my phone number on it? It looks just like a cigar. Isn't that something?
Oh, Bart. Why couldn't you have gotten a paper route like other boys?
Wait till I get you home, boy.
What's that guy doing here?
Lionel Hutz, court-appointed attorney. I'll be defending you on the charge of murder one. Wow, even if I lose, I'll be famous.
Loan sharking numbers. The kid liked the wettest bleak and everything.
Mr. Simpson, you've been the boy's father for 10 years. Do you really think he could be the leader of a murderous criminal syndicate?
Well, not the leader, I mean... Oh, it's true, all the pieces fit.